अरे बोलो ना, उस टेबल पे, छोटका टेबल, हल्ला उल्ला नहीं करे. Can anyone confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, as discussed, today I'll discuss SQL. SQL. So already we cover core Java concept. Remaining is Java 8 is remaining, and tools is remaining, DevOps tools, all the tools which is required for this full stack development, and SQL. So these three things is remaining. After that we'll go for the React and Angular basic. So here I'll discuss today SQL. SQL is like a structured query language, a standard language, which is used for this sorting and manipulating and retrieving the data. Yeah.
Isn't a recording, right? Today's session?
Can you ping him? I think it's not recording.
Yeah.
Can you ping in the group so that they will record?
Recording in progress.
Oh, they started.
Yeah, it's started.
Continue.
Yeah. So today we'll discuss this SQL. So SQL, while we are connecting this full stack development, so we have a three layer. One is a front end, that is Angular or React. Second is back end, which is Java, and third is SQL, which have to store the informations or delete the operations, whatever, like DML, DL, LL, or DQL and all, like insert, delete, update, sort, or fetch the details like this. So somewhere this all information which is coming from UI, it will be communicate with the business logic, and then it will be stored and this somewhere in the database. So like we have a employee, or if you have a employee registration form, so while you are filling in this form UI, so UI will have a employee registration form. Once you click on the submit, so whatever the data you are filling there through the UI, that will communicated from this Java, and after that somewhere it will be stored, somewhere it will be stored. So this storage, either we have to use database. So any type of database we can use, either NoSQL or SQL. There are two type of database mostly. SQL is used for this structured query language, where the tables will have a will be from row and column form. But NoSQLs will have many things like document based, graph based, or some different ways. So SQL is, this is a standard language for sorting, manipulating, retrieving the data from the database. We have a multiple SQL companies are there, different companies, like MySQL is there, SQL Server is there, MS SQL, MS Access is there, Oracle is there, Sybase is there, Informix is there, Postgres is there. So these all are relational database which I am going for the covering right now. Others, we have a NoSQL database also. So this NoSQL database, which are not non structured ways, means it will not store the data based on the row and column. That will be stored from the different form, like either JSON or some different form. So we have a post, this MongoDB is there, MongoDB and all, in Oracle, AWS also we are using. So while we, if you use AWS is a cloud platform where we have a multiple services are there. So in AWS also we have a multiple database, either SQL based or NoSQL based. So see, RDS is a relational database which I am using in AWS. We are using in this AWS. But if you will go for this NoSQL database in AWS, so in AWS NoSQL database is we have a DynamoDB. See, this is the DynamoDB, and many others are there, which need to be stored the data based on this time stream, based on this document based, or some different format. So these all are the NoSQL database. So if you will complete any of the knowledge from the SQLs, NoSQLs, or manual, so mostly the logic will be different. The way we are formatting or writing the query, that will be a different form, but logic will be same. So here we will complete this SQL basic. So see, what is SQL? SQL is a standard language which is used for the storage the data, manipulate the data, means fetch the details and anything, retrieve the data, and then delete the data, insert the data, update the data, get the data. For that purpose we are using SQL. So we have a multiple query, like in Java collection framework we seen like multiple methods for there. Like that we have a multiples queries will be there. Through that we will process the data. Suppose you have, this is the examples, like see this is the project which I have, Safeway project in this. So in this project we have a multiple microservice, means these all are the backend application. So if I want this slot service is there, so many customer has registered today and they have created one slot, or they have added some orders, right? So this order service will have a multiples orders will be there. Now my question is, I want to fetch all the orders which has been initiated by today from all the customer from the India. So how you will fetch? There will be some database call where all the orders will be stored. Now you want to fetch, so how you will fetch? For that some query will be there. So the query will have some instruction which you have to pass to the database, so that database will fetch the detail. So this is the query, like select a star from customer. Like here we have to mention select a star from customer orders. So all the stars, all the customer orders will be populated there. And if you want based on the category, then you have to write some condition. So like that, see this is, if you run this query, this is a command, like directly we can run here also to test this. So select a star from customer means we have a customer table. Like that we have a order table in our application. For this application we have some order table will be there, because this is order microservice. So select a star from order means all the orders will be populated in this database, because while customer is initiating some order which is coming from the UI to Java logic, and Java logic will perform operations and that will be stored in the database. So if you are doing select a star means all the information will come. How? It will come from the row and column base. So these all are customer ID, customer name, customer name, contact name, address and all is a row, and column is 1 2 3 4 is there. So this one information which have taken all this row details from one to country. So this is the row. So like that we have a multiple conditions we are fetching. So while we are using a star means all the tables, select means we are selecting, a star means all, form means conditions from which tables or something. So and this is the table name. So you have to remind this query, like if you want to fetch all the details, then we will go for the select a star from customer. And then we have a, this is SQL introduction. So SQL means a structured query language. It's a database which is stored from this row and column base, and it's a relational database. And what all are the performances operations they will perform? They will retrieve the data, they will insert the data, they will update the data based on the condition, they will delete the data, they will create a new database. So suppose here we have a multiple microservice, right? From this my requirement, this is a e-commerce based application. So in this e-commerce we have how many? 16 microservice suppose. So 16 microservice is there. So for all microservice will have a different database. Cart have different database, configuration have different database, order service have different database, payment service have different database, where payment information will be there, pricing service have different database, like that. So if you want to create a multiple database, then we have a create new database also operation is there. In SQLs and NoSQLs, both where we have option. And if you want to create a new table, so that also we have a store procedures, we have a view also is there. Permission also we can give, like customers can only view these tables, no need to update these tables and all. So while we are working in banking application, so in this banking application we have a production database access, means only we can view this details, we cannot update, only admin can update or something will happen, because this account informations and balance and all will data will be confidential, so no one can update, client only the banking teams or banking person can update this. So in that cases we have a view permission. So how we will provide the view database, view tables, permissions and all, read write permissions and all, like that. So same thing will happen in SQL and NoSQL. So this is RDBMS, means relational database, which have multiples are there. MySQL, uh, IBM to Oracle is there, Microsoft Access and all there. So these all are the relational database. So in this relational database, we have a multiple SQL syntax will be there. So this is a star. Select a star from table customer, means it will show all the details. See, this is the overview of this. So a star means all the details, and here some important commands are there. Like select means extract the data from the database, means if you want to fetch the data from the database, then we have a select. A star means all the information will be star coming, it will come. Select a star. Form means from where, like we have to define from where, and tables name if you mention, then from tables it will come. Update means update the data. Delete means delete the data, or insert into means we have to insert this data. So while we are doing customer registration, so we have a customer registration form. Suppose this is my customer registration form. If I want to fill this customer registration form using Spring Boot microservice or our application, so we have option. This is the UI, right? So this is, suppose we have this UI, not this one. This is the UI. So in this UI we have a first name, last name, and email, users name, and all, right? So this information I have to fill, and after that we need to click on the send button. So once you click on the send button, so what will happen? Whatever the UI information that will be coming from the Java will do some business operations with the service layer and all, and after that it will be stored in this database. In this case, what will happen here? Uh, so the first time if you are doing customer registration, so first time you are registering this. So once you register, what will happen? The first time this information will be stored in this database. So how it will be fetch this detail? So we have to run this command, insert data into the database. So insert into is the command where it will be called while we are using the first time to store the data information. So in that cases, once you click on that, some Java operation will perform, and after that insert into some query will perform. So insert into means new table data will be created inside the database. So whatever the database we will show, I'll show you this query. So create database means create new database if you have multiple requirement. Alter means update the database or modify the database. Create table means create a new table. Like we have an employee table, we have a department table, we have a customer table, we have a store table, we have a promo table, we have a payment table, like that. We need to create a table. Alter table, drop table. Alter means modify the table. Drop means delete the table. Create index. So index spaces also we have, like this look like a index, right? So index, through that index directly we can click on this particular topic and we can go for this functionalities and all. So for that purpose we are creating an index for the searching based on the key. So the searching will be faster in the database. Delete the index and all. So these all are the some important keyword which I have to remind. Select means extract this, update, delete, insert into, create database, alter database, create tables, alter table, drop table, create index, and drop index. So if you'll go for this, so we will see all those things. So first we are going for the select, whatever we seen in this syntax, SQL syntax. Some of the common syntax are there. So select is used to select the operations from where you want to select and what you want to select. So select customer name. I want only customer name and city, comma. If you have multiples operations need to be performed, then based on the comma you have to put column, all the column names. Select customer name cities from where, customer table. Select a store name city from the store table, like that. So if you will do this, then what will be the output? All the customers name cities will come from the customer table. So this is the customer table is already stored in this, and here if you want some particular modifications or some particular requirement where you want to show the customer name and city from all the customer details, then you will see this all. So somewhere you will see this pin code, and based on the state what will be the zip code and all. So that is fetching somewhere from the DB also. So select the state name and what will be the concerned state or city zip code and all. So these things we have to mention select statement, and inside that we have to put the column. So multiple columns will be there. Whatever is required you can add. So this is the syntax select. This is the column 1, column 2 up to column n. There is no till n you can use column 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. Form the table name. Form means from where the table name you have to mention, either cart service, checkout service, promo service table, or payment service like that. So this is the select star form. Now we have a this one distinct. So what is distinct? What is the use of distinct? Distinct use used for this duplicate to remove. Distinct means different value you want to print, not a common value. So in that cases we will go for the distinct. So if you want country, if you want a country from the customer, select distinct country, all the different country. So in this customer table will have a similar type of country will have a many records with the different name, right? But I want distinct country, how many countries, different countries customer has registered in our customer portal. So in that cases if you want, then we have a distinct keyword. So through this distinct keyword we have a different data will come, all this different, no duplicate columns details will come. So these all are the countries coming which all are distinct, not duplicate, all are unique only. So in these cases we will use a distinct. So how you will use distinct, select distinct, and whatever column name, not a single column, multiple column you can use. Select customer ID, distinct customer ID, distinct customer name, distinct address, distinct city, like this, and from the table name. So whatever tables you have. If you want to count that, how many countries, distinct country, man, different countries there, inside that if you want to count how many are there manually you are counting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have lakhs of distinct records is there, in that cases if you want to count how many customers has registered from different country, so for that purpose if you want to fetch the data from the database and show somewhere in UI, so how you will show? So for that purpose we have a select count distinct country from the user customer. So customer is the table, distinct country, and count we are doing. So count will count the numbers. How many are distinct numbers are there? So like that we have this select count
If we
star.
remove the distinct, then if we remove the distinct, then it will be count or duplicate also.
Yes, select count country from the customer. It will be count all the country, not duplicate also. But somewhere some of the microservice I told no, like common functionality will be there, but something will not work. So distinct is not working in Microsoft Access database, but other database, all relational database is working. One database is not working is Microsoft Access database. So this is inner's one, like inside one query, inside other query also we can use. So see here, select count star means all the data. So all the from all the data we have to count. Select count star as distinct country. So distinct country from select distinct country from the customer. This is inner query. So we will discuss later how inner query inside this query. So this is one query, and inside that again we have a different select statement is there. So we will discuss later. So we seen like what is select statement, what is distinct statement, what is the use of star stick, and where clause form. So form means which tables and all, where means you have to put somewhere conditions. Like this is the where clause where we have to use filter the record. If you want to filter the record, then select star from customer, right? So we are showing all the customer. A star means is all the customer. Select star means all the columns here. If you put it a star means all the columns, or else if you want to restrict, you have to mention all the columns name here by using comma separator. So select a star from customer. This is the customer tables where we have put it some filters where country is Mexico. So for that customer which all have registered with Mexico, I need that customer details only. So in that cases you have to fetch the detail. So see, all the country name is Mexico only. Mexico means these all are the customer which is coming from this city name as a Mexico. So this is sorry, country name as a Mexico. So this country name is Mexico. We have put it the conditions like this. So where clause is used to filter the record. Or you have to mention some operators, customer ID less than 80, customer ID greater than 1 or something, or equal to. So these all are the conditions we can use in where clause. So where clause equals to customer ID salary is greater than 5000, greater equal than something and all like that, or between the some range like. So these all are the operators we have to use in this where clause. So if you want to fetch the details which have the customer name will start from some name like Amarjeet or something will be there. So if you want to show this, select a star from customer where city like Mexico. So if you want to know where city like start with M means Mexico and others also will come, right? So in that cases if you run this program, so what will happen? All this M related, a starting letter of M, and a star means all the information here. Customer like is a one operators are there which is have put it the condition a starting letter of M, and a percentage means after that anything will be there. We have to show that. See there. So all the customer which is coming from M, this will be shown. City, not in country. Here city I have to check because we have put it in this condition in city only. If you want some others condition also, you have to put and then you have to do. Or if you want two condition, any of them is fine, then we have or conditions and all. So we have a multiple clause are there. Equals, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equals, between, search, like patterns, like in. If you want to multiples record, then we will go for the in clause. So in operators, so by using in, where city you want to fetch the details, two cities, Paris, London's and all. So in that cases we have a in. So what is the use of select, what is the use of a star, what is the use of form, what is the use of where, what is the use of in, and what is the use of like that. So we have a multiples operations are there. So if you have put it in, means city will have which of the customer is belong from Paris and London. So both details will come here. See, some of the customer will belongs from Paris, some of the customer is belongs from London, like that. If you want, you can practice also, run the query here also. So many are there, just order by and or. So just you can try these all. Now we will go for this next one. So in this next one is order by. So now question is like I want to sort the price based on the order, ascending order, descending orders and all. So we have this microservice, right? This price microservice. So if I want to show the price as a ascending order or product as a latest product, new arrival product or something. So this is my product microservice. If I want to show in this Amazon somewhere, latest arrival product will show on this top of, like that. If you want to run this query somewhere, so for that we have a sort order, order by. So by orders we have a ascending or descending order. So in this case we have to use order by. select a star from product. So this is my product microservice, like this way. This is my product microservice. So we are fetching the detail from the product. Select all. Strict means all the details, all the columns from the tables. Select all the columns from the table product. Order by pricing. So if you run this query, means all the price will be order by. So by default, if you are not putting ascending and descending, so by default it take a ascending order in database. So see, all the orders should be in ascending order. See here, 2 4, then 6 7, then 7.745, then 7.759, 9.2, like this. So all these things in order by. So here you can put either ascending or descending. If you want descending order, then you have to mention order by as a price as descending order. See here, AESC is a short form and DESC from the descending order. So if you put the DESC, then descendings will become. So see here, if they have put it here DESC, means all the orders will coming from this lower to bottom, means new arrival from this uh, old stocks, like this. So suppose this is the price which is coming from 263, then 197, then 80, then 60, then 50, then 49, like this. So from higher to lower it will come, and lower to higher from this increment. Or order by, if you want alphabetical, like product you want which will be fetched from this order by as a alphabetical product name or something, then you have to mention this. So this is used for the order by. Mostly order by will work like this. Now we already told and or operators. So these all are the operators. If you want to operate multiple operation, in that cases some multiple operations by using where clause, so then we can use and operators. Means select the all the columns. A star means all the columns. Form means where, which table, customer table. Where means some condition, where country equal to Spain, and some other conditions also I need to check. Where country name like means some patterns we are checking. Which country customer name like G, start with G, or percentage means anything after that. G like Ganesh or Goswami or something will be there. Garvit and all, like that. So which will be a start from G, that will be printed. But country name should be Spain, on customer name will be a start from Garvit or some G. So if you want to fetch this detail, so we have a multiple records will be coming which have country name is Spain, and then customer name like G. So this two is there, customer name which is coming from G. So both conditions will be checking by this AND operators. And if you have OR operators, minimum at least only one conditions will check. Either any one will be fine, not an issue. So these all are the operators are there. And or not, equal to, greater than, and all, less than. So just you can practice this all. This is OR operators. So in this OR operators, either country name is Germany or maybe country, sorry, count country is Germany or country is Spain. Anyone is fine. Then we have to get the details from all the customer which country have Germany or Spain, like this. Anyone is fine, either Germany or Spain. So this is the difference. They can ask or and or difference. So this is very easy website which I am referring for this SQL practice. If you want, you can refer that also, or else we have notes also for that. But this is very easy compared to notes. Just here you have options to practice, try yourself, and update the query, because here we have a multiple customer already added in this, and product also added. Just you have to edit the query and try to run to understand that. So here we see like, but if you have put not like, so all the customers will come which have not a start from a and some percentage, means that on formation will come. Like means all the customer which is coming from a, that will come If not like means that is not available, that information will come. Not between, between some range is there. Customer ID not between from 10 to 16. If you want to print some others range from the customer ID, not 10 to 16, so that information will be printed. So we have a not, not is also there, not between, not like, not in. Not in means if select a star from the customer where city not in Paris and London, means this, apart from this any record is fine, but not in means these two information don't want. City as a London and Paris is not required in that case. And then if you want to print a customer ID is less than, greater than, less than 50, greater than 100, something like that, then we have a that statement. So that all are the operators was there. Now we have a insert into. Any doubt till now?
No.
Now we have a insert into. So insert into we already seen, like if you are doing some registration form, first time registration form from this employee, or if you are doing some other operation which is coming from first time and you want to store the information, like in that cases we have a insert into table which will store the first record which is not there in the database. So we have to insert. So how we will insert? Insert into is the command query. Insert into table name. Table name you have to mention some columns, comma comma comma, like that. On value, what type of value you want to print for that. So sometime like that you have to print, and latest also. So columns name and all we have to define, either particular column which is available in the database, that only we have to use. So see here, like if I want to insert this customer data, so first time if I am doing 89 record, we are inserting 89 customer ID. So what I will do, insert into customer ID. So this column name first is customer ID, values is 89, then customer ID name is column 2, and values is some name, then customer ID column 3, contact name will be here, and then values. So like that we have to insert, so that rows will be inserted, all the rows will be there based on the columns. So see here, we are inserting here, right? Insert into the customer name as a cardinal, customer contact name as a Tom B, and address as this, city as this, postal code as this, and country as this, like this. So insert into is the command which I have to run if you have to insert anything first time in the database. So based on the columns we have to define, either you have to define some 3 columns, 4 columns information, or whatever columns are there in that. In that cases we will use. And if you want to define a multiples value in the single times, we have a lots of stores is there. Suppose we have a store microservice, I will have to introduce this all store in our database, so that if customer will go for the particular store, they will book the details. So in that cases we have a multiple store which I have to manually insert. So how we will insert? Insert into a store is a customer table name, sorry, table name, insert into stores, and whatever the stores column name we have to define here. And then values, values means all the values, like multiples values we have to insert. So open braces, close braces, by using same so comma separator we can use a multiple record. After that we can use semicolon to close this. So if you have to use this one, then all the records will be stored from this multiples value will be stored, which have postal code is 406 4306, then something is there like this. So this is the insert into. Like that we have a multiple things are there. null value, nulls, update, delete, stop value you want, mean or max value, count, sum, average, like wildcards and all like that. We have many things are there. Till now we have to cover these things we have to cover. This one SQL reference is not required, these things only SQL database. Till now we have to cover this view and all, how we have to use. Till now view things we have to cover. So right now I have completed insert into. Now we have update. So before update we have null value. So null value is a field which have no value, then in that cases we are defining null. In Java also we see null was there, right? So null is a value which have to define, means zero value. So see here this example, select the column name from the table where column name is null, like that, or is not null, is null conditions we have to check. Is null is a operators which is used to test either empty value is null or not. So here we have a select customer contact name address from the customer where address is null. Is null is a operators is used to test either empty value or null value. So if you run this query, what will be the output here? If you run this query, see is null means select the value, select the customer name contact name address from the customer table where address is null. So which have address is null. Is null means this will be check empty value. So nothing will be there inside this. Is not null means address should be not null, means something will be there, that value I want to print. So see here address is there, right? So is null means this will check if address is null, then that will be printed, means blank will be there. Is not null means all these things will be printed whatever the address is there. In this case if address is null and others data is there, that will be printed, but in this situation we have a zero record, means nothing is printing. But some of the cases customer name contact name will be there and address will have null, nothing will be there in that. So that also will be print here. So these all are the null value how we have to. Now what till now we covered insert, how suppose if we have database, so in that how we will fetch the details, how we will select the details, how we will find based on the where clause or conditions, how we will find from this conditions and or less than greater than like some operators. And now we will go for the delete operation. So suppose some database is there, we already inserted into the database or tables. Now that tables I want to update, like suppose daily basis we have a promo code in this. So this is my promo code microservice in the Java. So either this promo code will be validated after for the 2 days, only valid for the 2 days, tomorrow that will be expired, or maybe we have to update from this some others promo code. In that cases what will have, this promo microservice will have a different database which have to update the promo code. So this promo code has expired, so we need to extend the expiration date or something, then it will be work. So in that cases we have a update query. So update query will update the columns, update the tables, update the particular records, right? So what how we will update, we have a update the table name like promo code table, right? So update promo code table, and then set is the instruction which I have to provide, like which columns we have to set. So promo code expiration date, promo code expiration date and value we have to mention. If you have to set or update multiples values, then by using comma we can use others column name. Set expirations is a some different name or expiration date we have to mention, comma or something like value also if you want to update from this 50% off for the 60% off, like that. Then column and then percentage of offer applicable, some column will be there, and the value is 60% off, like that. So, and where, some condition if you want you can put also, where conditions and all, something that will be applicable from tomorrow or something will be there. So like this, so this is the requirement. If in that cases we will go for the update, or many where if you want to update the city, if you want to update the name or id or anything, then we can have update table command. So this is the update command which is have to update the table, update the database, update the records, update the columns and all. So update, see here we are doing update from which customer. Customer is a table name. From this case we have a update as a store will be there. Sorry, promo will be there. Promo is a table name, promo code. So here update customer set, customer name they have updated like this, and city name they updated like this. Where condition, where customer id is 1. In this case what will happen, customer id is 1. For that they want to update the customer name and city name. Maybe by mistake something happened for this customer. Now they requested to update my customer name. So if you want to update, so there will be some unique id. So based on the customer id, some we have to fetch the detail and update customer name like this, city name like this. So for that purpose we are using update command. Update also can use multiples record to update and all. If you want to go for this, so in database mostly 3-4 things will happen. Either updation, we need to update the details, we need to delete the details, or we need to insert the detail. So insert, update and delete, three things mostly will happen. So insert already we seen by using insert into, update already we seen. Now we are checking the delete. So how delete will work? So delete is used to delete the record, delete the table, delete the column, tables, or anything if you want to delete. In that cases we have a delete. So how we will delete? Delete from table name, we have to mention the table name. Delete from table name where condition, some condition we have to mention. So like this we have delete from, example, delete from table name where this. If you want to delete all the record, then we have a delete from table. No need to do some conditions. If you are doing conditions means you are doing delete from this table name, and where condition means you are deleting only which customer have this name, that only you are deleting. And if you want to delete whole the tables, just delete from the customer, means delete from the table name, mean it will be deleted from all the customers. So these three operations mostly will happen: insert, delete and update. Now whatever we seen, this all are the clause are there. We have a top clause, limit clause, fetch first, row nums and all. Based on that we have to find the details, to fetch the details. Like we have requirement to see top three best performer customer, like who has initiated the order monthly 10,000, 50,000, 80,000, like that. So for that cases we have a top command which have a top three customer from top, sorry, top is there. So select top and numbers you have to mention top three. It means all the three customer will be coming from the top. So select top, star means all those, whatever the three customers will be there, for the all the columns will be coming. Star means all. Select top three star from customer means, see here what will happen. So for that purpose mostly we are using top. If you run this command, here it will come all the top three customer, either anything whatever. But if you want to put some condition, who had initiated the order greater than 5,000, 10,000 or lakhs, in that cases that record will come like this. So we have a tops are there, tops command, then we have a many others are there, limits are those there. Limit, if you put it 3 or 4, then only 4 records will come. Or row num, so we already told, right, we are storing the data based on this row and column. So if you want to print only three rows only, then all the three rows will be printed. If you want to fetch like this, so these all are the clause are there which have top, mean, max is there. If you want mean, max and all, so these all are the functions, mean or max. Select mean price from the product. We have a product microservice, right? In that I want to select minimum price from the particular items, particular twice, particular orders. So for that cases we have a min max function is there. We have to use, how we will use this is method, like in Java we have min method, max method and all. So here this is a function in query. So select min, whatever the columns you want to, you have to mention here. Select mean price, price is the column, select mean price from the product. So if you run this query, then minimum price whatever will be there in the product, that will be printed here. So 2.5 is the minimum price from the product. Max price if you want, then you have max price. So see here, this is the syntax, you have to remind the syntax for all this basics. So select mean, max, column name should be here, table name should be form, where should have conditions. So in that cases if you remind, then you have to find anything from this min max concept. Like that we have a count, sum and all are there. Like we have to sum this and count the function. So we have a multiple functions are there. Count, which is used for this count this value. So already we seen like count star, if I mention, so what will happen? Count star means if we have a select count star means all from the product. So count, which is used to count how many are there, totals are there, total 77s are there. Select star means all the count I want, all the count from the product, total 17 products are 77 products are there. So for that purpose we have to use count. So here see, select count, column name, form, table name, where we have to put the condition if you need. If you don't need, then where condition is not required. See here, select count product ID. I want to count the product ID from the product table where price is 20, greater than 20. So the product ID will be counted. If you want to define ignore the duplicate, then we have to mention distinct price, means all the distinct price, select count the distinct price from the product, all the unique price will be not. अभी उधर का करो ना, 5-10 मिनट कुछ करो ना, बस हो ही गया, 5-10 मिनट करो उधर तो. So this is the count. Now we have a multiples functions are there, like sum. If you want to add two numbers, three columns detail or something, then we have a sum. Like you have a quality or quantity, right? Quantities is a column name. Now you want to select or sum the quantities, means sum of total numbers of quantities if you want to add. For that cases we have a sum functions are there. So sum, the select sum quantity name from the order detail. So this is the select sum columns name we have to mention here from the table, and where some condition if you need. Like that we have a average also there. Average is there, like is there, wildcard is there, in between, aliases, join and all. So join is very important, left join, inner join and all. So we will go one by one. So see, this is the sum we seen, right? And then we have a where clause we see, where which is used for the conditional. Aliases, it means if you want to, this is the quantity column, but if you want to mention something as a UI, like UI you want to show some different name or something, then we have to put the aliases as. So aliases as means this table name as a quantity, but this, sorry, this column name as a quantity, But if you put as a aliases means that will be show from the UI as a total. See here, if you run this, we have a order detail as a customer table. Inside that quantity is a column. For that quantity I want to print sum of all the quantity, and as means aliases means some nickname we have to show in the UI as a total, not quantity. So here, see, this is quantity column, but it is showing here total. Like that, we have a multiples requirement will come in our project. So where we can use aliases. So this is the aliases. We have a sum. We seen sum. Sum will be there. Then average will be there. Average, if you want to average price from this product table. Like what will be the average price? Total number of price divided by total number. Like that we can put the average and all. So that will be so. And like already we seen, like if you want to see some patterns, like name should be a start from capital letter, name should be a start from A, or name should be a start from S, or something percentage means whatever inside that, but it will be a start from a small letter of A, or it will be a start from capital letter of A. Like that pattern if you want, then you have to go for this like pattern. So like is used for the particular patterns which you have to use, life, like, wildcard and all percentage. See, in this case select a star from the customer is a table where city, like some percentage means anything will be there. After that some L will be there, and then again percentage mean anything will be there, but L should be in between. In that cases, if you want to print some cities, so what will have a cities? See, everywhere L is there. Percentage mean any letters before, any letter after, but L should be there. See, everywhere we have L, right? But in this London we have L start, but any letter should be before, any letter should be after. If before nothing is there, is also not fine, is fine. If after also nothing will be there, but fine. But if you are putting that also, it will become, and but L is there or not. So this is L is there. Before percentage is not mandatory, after percentage this also not mandatory. If there is fine, if not then that also fine, but L should be between, not first and last. Between something will be there. Everywhere we have, see, L is there. After this is L is there, and after that if nothing is there, that also fine. This is not mandatory, but the
It
pattern
will
is
come in
L.
middle also, right? Anywhere L.
Anywhere, yeah, L should be there in this case. Percentage means either if you are putting some data, some name of characters is fine. If you are not putting also fine, but L should be there. And if you mention, suppose if I am removing here, this means what will be the output here? See, these two only data, because the last letter should be L here. Last letter should be L, but in this case L anywhere.
Any.
If you are removing first one, then what will be the output? You can try here also, like this condition means L will be a start and anything will be there, either any characters will be there or not, is not fine, but L should be a starting point. So all the cities will coming from L only. Like that, if you want, you can go for the patterns, like, so this is a like functions are there. Through that we can see multiples conditions. So these all are, if you want you can try. We have a dash also there. So dash means, see here, what is the dash? If the customer name like A, some dash and percentage, in that case, see here, we have a customer name is A, okay, and after that like a or something will be there, something will be there and percentage also there. So if you'll go here, see here, what is the use of, see, this wildcard, combined wildcard is wildcard like a percentage, and this is there, this dash hyphen or dash v can you use for the combination with all the other wildcard. So this is the combination. So run all this customer which has a start from a and are at least three characters inside this length. So at least three character inside this length. First is start with a, and other is some dash will be there, and other is some percentage will be there. So at least some three conditions will be there, three characters will be there inside that. It means if you put it like here one more dash, means some four conditions will be there like this, four characters will be there like that. So we have a multiple patterns are there without wildcard, with wildcard. So percentage we are telling here as a wildcard, and this is like pattern which is used to find the pattern. So we have a dash and percentage. So can we continue here or tomorrow we will discuss remaining?
We can do tomorrow.
Hmm. So till now we covered here wildcard. Now in already we discussed. So in is used for this multiples query if you want to fetch. In that cases we use a in command. So and after that between, if you want to do some of the range, then we can go for the between 10 to 10 and 20, between 10 or 15, like that. Then we have aliases also we have completed. If you want to show some name as a different in the UI, like select customer ID, but I don't want to show customer ID from the UI side. In database we know the customer ID is there, but I don't want to see the UI something ID we need to show. So as is there, as is means aliases, some nickname I want to show in this UI. So this is the aliases. So till now aliases we completed. Now tomorrow we will go for the join. So we have a join. Suppose we have a multiple microservice are there, like, so this all microservice which communicated each others, right? So for that cases we will have a join to join the multiples database. So promo operation have promo code micro database, and slot have slot database. How to join this multiple database or multiples column for that. So we have a inner join, left join, righter join and all. So that we will discuss. Then group by havings and all will discuss tomorrow, and then this part we will discuss. So we already created the tables. Now tomorrow we will create a database. We have to drop the database, we have to backup the database, and tables already created today. Drop the tables, how we will drop the table, how we will alter the table, what all are the constant is there. Constant is very important topic, and join is very important topic. Then we have a unique and primary key, foreign key and all. So these things we will tomorrow I'll complete this. So
Sure.
tomorrow I'll start from join to this all. Till now we will cover uh, this one between, and tomorrow we will complete all this index view. Till now, till this view we will complete tomorrow, and after that we'll go for the tools and Java 8.
Yeah.
So I request you to everyone just go through this. This is the W3 website where you can go and just click on this SQL part, and in that we have a multiples are there. Just you can revise this topic, and we have options to modify this query, and we have option to go for the theoretical part and query part also. So for the basics understandings and all is enough for this, and this is only for 1 day's revisions. Like within 1 days we can complete, but already complete over 9 p.m. So tomorrow we will continue this. Thank you then. Thank you everyone. If you have doubt, let me know that. Otherwise, I'll close this.
Thank you. Thank you, Manjit. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. हाँ बोलो.
What about that?